If you don't ever ride like there's a sense of urgency, there's no reason for that horse to give it to you. So Leslie asked me a question. She sent it in the comments. How do you put a sense of urgency into the maneuvers that you're asking your horse to do? A sense of urgency to me is when I ask the horse to do something, the horse does it immediately, puts effort into it without hesitation. I've kind of covered this a little bit in some of the videos as far as asking the horse to put effort into turning, stopping, departing. But this time I'm going to talk about it a little bit different angle. I'm going to talk about it from the rider's standpoint and from the rider's point of view, because really it's the rider that puts that sense of urgency into the horse, and how you ride and how you ask your horse to do things. From a trainer's point of view, we all start off asking fairly slow. We want the horse to get the maneuver correct, and we want to really establish that correctness and that muscle memory, that repetition. But there comes a time when we need to elevate that standard of what we'll accept from the horse. And in the process of elevating that standard of what we will accept, that's when that horse starts to develop that sense of urgency. As I raise that bar, raise that sense of urgency, the horse is going to lose a little bit of correctness. But that's not a big deal, because I'll raise the bar, raise the level, get that sense of urgency. And as that comes up, as the horse gets more comfortable giving me the maneuver with the sense of urgency, then it's going to give me effort. So let's start working a few things like that. She's looking to the outside. Because I am raising the bar of what I expect, how I cue her is going to be a little bit stronger than just saying, hey, look over here, or hey, do this. Because I want to raise this horse's level, raise the bar of what this horse can do. The horse is not going to do any more than what I ask it to do. If I want the horse to raise its level of effort, I have to expect more. So let's work on that a little bit. Since the horse is looking to the outside, that's what we're going to work on. I'm going to pull this way, put a little push. I want your head over here. It's basically what I'm saying. I'm not just going to give a little touch and point the head. I'm actually going to let that horse know, you're not doing the right thing. I want it over here. I could just point the nose and put it where I want, but if I just put it where I want, it's going to keep going back some. If I bring that head around further, she's going to complain, she's going to gape, she's going to do all kinds of things to tell me that she really is not happy with the level of work that I'm asking her to do. But she'll get over it. I expect more of her. I expect you to keep your mind on the maneuver that we are doing. This bit that I'm using, I'll put a link to it in the comments. This is a bit that I'd use for a lot of my basic training once I have moved out of a snaffle bit. If you're interested, you can take a look at it. I use this for a lot of my training. I use this bit when I'm swapping a horse over from one-handed or from two-handed to one-handed. So every time that head goes to the outside, I'm going to let her know that is not acceptable. Bring it to the inside, give her a little tap at my spurs. Raise the level of what I'll expect. Raise the level of expectation. Now see, if she's getting some energy in her feet, she's chomping at the bit a little bit, that's going to go away. She's doing that because she really would rather not put the sense of urgency, the effort into what I'm asking for. Trying to leave the circle there. If she wants to leave, we're going to make it a little harder. Go back in our circle. So I am developing that sense of urgency by raising the level and asking for more effort. I know I'm going to lose a little bit of correctness in the process, but that correctness is going to come back. And by correctness, I mean if I'm asking a horse to spin faster, stop harder, run faster circles, every time you raise the degree of difficulty a notch, you're going to lose a little bit of correctness. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about that. Your correctness will come back. You have to raise the level of effort, the level of urgency, in order to get the horse to put more effort in. So now I'm going to ask the horse to just step around to the left. We'll see what she gives me. I'm going to see if she acts like there's a sense of urgency or if there's not. Wasn't too bad. She had a little bit of rhythm in her footfall. We lost some correctness. She walked out. But that was a better sense of urgency than what she has done before. When you're developing that sense of urgency, that effort in your horse, it's a fine line between developing the urgency but not losing too much correctness. There we go. Let's walk the other direction a little bit. You see how we have a better forward step going now than we did when we started? That's that sense of urgency. She knows I expect a little bit more. All right, now a couple of things went on there. She got heavy on my front end, on my hand, my inside hand, which in turn caused her to back up, caused her to step behind. A lot of things there were not correct. We're going to go back and we're going to soften the inside rein. I got that sense of urgency, but I got some stiffness. Let's go back and soften the rein with some urgency. Hand, outside leg, and release. There we go. I got a little bit of sense of urgency going around that circle. Got her head to the inside a little bit. So whatever maneuver you're working on, I'm kind of working on the spin right here. It's the same thing whether you're working on the spin, whether you're working on the stop. You could just be working on correct trot and lope. Get the horse to give you some effort and then work on some correctness. So let's work that sense of urgency in the stop here just a little bit. I'm going to circle around. I'll ask him to stop, or ask her to stop, and ask her to back up. Let's see what we get, and I'll show you what I'll do about it. Again, I'm going to raise that bar of what I expect. If I don't raise the bar, she's not going to give me a sense of urgency. Whoa. Now she did stop. You notice it took about 3 or 4 steps. I want urgency. If I say whoa, that means stop right now. We're about to fall off the edge of the world. So develop that urgency in the stop. I'm going to kind of pull on her hard and pick up with my spurs. There's another way that I can do that while I'm walking forward. Now, I never stop and immediately back a horse up. Notice we stopped, we hesitated. I separate the back up from the stop. That's real important, and that's something I'm going to cover in another video in the future. Let's get back going forward again and starting the rein. We'll have to get this video finished before the rain starts. Let's circle back around again. I'm going to say the word. I'm not going to pull. Whoa. 2 or 3 steps. That was better, but still not what I want. Urgency. I know that was ugly. I don't care. Pull her head around to one side. And let's go back and ask again. It was only ugly because she didn't want to put that sense of urgency in. Whoa, that was better. I'd still like it to be even better than that. See her walk forward as soon as I picked the reins up. Let's talk about that. She felt me picking those reins up, and before I made any kind of contact, she took that step forward. She was leaning into that bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give her a little bit of pull to the left, a pull to the right. I'm going to break up that braciness that she had on the bit. I'm not going to be real mean about it, but I'm not going to be real soft about it either. Whoa, that was a little bit better. I'd still like it even better than that. Pull your head around. Give me effort is what I'm saying here. Bump, bump, bump with my legs. Soften your face. I expect better. That's what I'm telling my horse. I expect better. Whoa, that was what I'm looking for. See, as soon as I said that word, she gave me the stop. You have to raise your level of what you expect your horse to give you in order for that horse to give you the sense of urgency. If you don't ever ride like there's a sense of urgency, there's no reason for that horse to give it to you. The rain's starting to come down pretty good. I think we'll end on that. Until next time, thank you for watching.